the Army for wounds. Now do you remember? Now do you know what we come here for?
You're hanging. It's 8 years overdue. Donnelly, go outside and pick out a good strong tree.
The other two sons.
They're all supposed to be away on a cattle drive.
They're alone.
Come on, Smoke.
Will you tell me what's so dead blame funny you've been snickering and carrying on all the way home?
Sally Ann?
Sally Ann what?
Oh, she's gonna be awfully disappointed.
Well, so far it's hilarious. You want to tell me more?
Oh, look at all the stuff she gave me here. Look at this muffler. And, look at this. Look. Stillman Snake Repellent, the cattle drover's best friend. Oh, Sally Ann must expect me to be fighting off snakes with my left hand, fighting off a grizzly bear with my right, in snow up to my eyeballs in the middle of a cattle stampede.
Well, you could go back out on the trail and suffer a little bit for Sally Ann's sake.
Oh, no, wait a minute. Is it my fault that cattle buyer came 100 miles down that trail to take the herd off our hands, huh?
Well, you could have turned him down, told him you were all prepared to go the 100 miles or bust.
Oh. I just got an idea. Heath, come here. Supposing that we don't tell her that the herd was bought out from under us, and that way we get to stay away a few more days.
What are you going to do with your snake bite repellent?
Well, now I just might drink it. Smells pretty good. Here, try it.
Oh, Nick, is that supposed to repel a snake or charm it?
Ciego! Ciego! Where in tarnation is he? Ciego! That's funny. It's locked. Oh, no, isn't that a fine thing? When you come back from a bone-crushing trail drive, you'd expect there'd be somebody here to put away your horses. Ciego! Ciego!
Nick, you're going to start an earthquake. Maybe he's up by the house. Come on, I'm starved.
Welcome home, gentlemen. Inside. Join the party.
How much longer are you going to keep us here?
Ma'am?
I asked you how much longer.
You know, I'll bet this old guitar still has a lot of music left in it. May I ask, who played it?
I did.
Oh? Did it give you a lot of enjoyment, miss? Yeah, you see? It's still got a lot of music left in it. If I had one more string, I could play you a right nice tune.
Are you a musician?
No, but sometimes I'd like to earn a living making music.
You do have a feeling for it. And that's rather strange, having such sensitivity, and yet being able to commit cold-blooded murder.
Nobody said anything about murder.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Let me see, what was the word you used? Execution, that's the word, execution. Now, that's a word the military might use. The war, General Alderson. Does this have something to do...
You'll know soon enough what we came here to do. Miss, maybe you'd like to try coaxing some music out of this.
No, thank you. I don't really play very well. Besides, it's awfully warm in here. Would you mind opening a window, please?
Yes, ma'am. Now, please, miss, I'd hate to have to hurt you.
Arthur, let go! Let go!
I'm sorry. Now, if you'll both please sit down. And I would be obliged, miss, if you wouldn't do that again. We're here, and here we're gonna stay till the job's done.
That's insane. I was in his command. The general did not order that attack.
Sure. He wasn't even there. We imagined it all.
It happened, but not the way you
Give
think.
me a
My
hand,
men
we'll
were
drag him
fucking-
out.
Why don't you let the man talk?
There's nothing to say. He did what he did. Now he'll die for it.
What do you lose by letting him talk? A few minutes? Isn't a man's life worth a few minutes?
He isn't a man. He's a snake. Now, we swore we'd bring him to justice. Now, let's do it.
Justice. You call this justice?
You keep out of it.
I say he's innocent. And if all the proof you've got is your word that you were there, then my proof is just as good as yours. And I say he's innocent.
Explain that.
I told you, I was in his command. Well, more than that, I was an aide to him. In Mayville.
His aide. Oh, isn't that interesting?
A lot of civilians were killed that night, I know. It was awful, I know that too. And I also know that if we lived to be 1,000 years old, we'd never forget that night. And he did everything he could to stop it.
Nick, they're not interested in the truth.
Is that right? Well, mister, that's just what you've got. The truth.
We have to talk. We won't be long. Burrow?
Nick. 8 years. Fine reunion.
Why don't you sit down, General?
Jared, why didn't you tell me he was coming here?
All I knew is that the Army was sending somebody out to buy our horses, Nick. I didn't know it was your ex-commanding general until he got here.
Well, anyway, when all this is over, we'll show you a real proper welcome, huh?
I've thought about you often, Nick, with the very best of good feelings, I may say. It's a shame sometimes it takes a war to draw men together. They share a deep experience and then they drift apart. I've looked forward to seeing you again very much. Very much.
I'm sure all this will be all right.
Of course it will.
And now that you're through with your talk, you're gonna let him go and clear out of here?
Mr. Barkley, we're not wanton killers. We are not the men you would make us out. We are compelled by duty. Burrow here is a horse breeder.
Mm-hmm.
Tanner and Donnelly are farmers. I'm a school teacher. These are occupations we know we can never return to after today. Occupations we love, but are willing to abandon if that's the price we have to pay in order to avenge the lives of 16 innocent human beings. You said before that you served under him.
Yes,
That night at Mayville, you were there?
I was.
What rank did you hold?
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant? Ah, well, then you had command
I
responsibility.
did.
And after the shooting started and he arrived in town...
I arrived with him. Well,
Well, I guess we just need another rope.
now you're out of your mind.
You're gonna have to kill us all. You know that, don't you?
Don't try to stop us. That'd be foolish. This man and your brother killed 16 innocent men, women, and children.
We killed no one. Facts are facts.
And your facts could be wrong. That is possible, isn't it?
We were there, mister!
So were they.
You say that all you're interested in is justice. Then why not let a court of law decide whether these men are telling the truth or not?
No, we can't risk that.
But if they're guilty, they'll be punished by law.
In a Yankee court? Now, let me tell you something about Yankee courts. There was rumors against this man back when it first happened. There was an investigation. Do you know what happened? Nothing. Nothing! They'd do it again. They'd let him go. There ain't gonna be no trial.
Are you afraid of letting them tell their side of the story? All right, then. Since you've taken the law into your own hands, why not be the judge and jury, too? But hear them out.
A trial, huh? With us as judge and jury.
You'd have nothing to lose.
All right, Mr. Barkley, a trial it shall be. We, the jury, find the defendants guilty of murder. As judge, I sentence them to be hanged.
Well, I guess that's just about what I would expect from men that aren't killers. Men who really want justice.
Trial would be a waste of time. They're guilty as sin.
Prove it.
Macklin, he's trying to stall us.
Oh, wait a minute.
Macklin.
You say you want a trial, huh? All right, we'll give them a trial. We'll find them just as guilty and have the added pleasure of seeing them sweat. Counselor, you have 30 minutes to consult with your clients. In view of the proposed sentence, I suggest you make the most of the time allotted.